Hello guys, welcome to this series of tutorial on 8086 programming. In this tutorial I would like to tell you how to get started using the 8086 emulator. In this case we are using an emulator known as DOSBox, so you can download it the official website. So you just Google it. Yeah, so if you go to this website and click on downloads, here you can see the various platforms in which we can download. Mine is Windows, so click on Windows if you are from Windows platform, or if you are from other platform, click on it. So here's my downloaded file. Double click on it and click on yes. Click on next. Click on next. Yeah, this is your destination folder. I mean, most of the people have their own will to install it either in D drive or various other drives, but I prefer to install in C drive, and click on install. So once it's done, this is the shortcut icon for it, the DOSBox, and once you click on that, so we'll run through a few commands which are used in DOSBox for running the assembly files. Firstly, if your files are not in the same drive as where you have installed DOSBox, then you can just mount it to the other drive by using this command, which is mount. For example, my files are located in a D drive, so you just type D drive slash the exact folder name where your programs are located. So now it is just mounted to the D drive where my files are located. And now if you want to change the label out here to from Z to D, you can do that as well by typing command. Okay, then now if you want to open a particular file in this directory, for example, this is the D drive where I'm having the programs. As you can see, there are various programs which I did before. So if you want to run a particular program, although you can directly edit it using a notepad here, but if you want to run it using the DOSBox, you can use the command edit space the program name. Edit space the program name. For example, the program name right here has program1, or program 1. So as you can see, this is in the editing mode. Here you can edit your particular file, or in fact type your own file here. And so if you feel uncomfortable with this view, then you can obviously go to the full screen mode by pressing Alt plus Enter. So it is you can change the core bit, or you can create your own file and start programming as we go on to this tutorial series. So in order to exit, you have to read once you're done your changes, you got to save it. So you're going to click save, also exit. Okay, and once it's done, you want to exit this full screen, just type Alt plus Enter as before. Alright, exit of the edit mode. Now your job would be to run this program. So in order to run it, you're going to type masm space zi space the file name. For example, in our case it's program1.asm. So once it's done, you can create the object file. You can keep the same object file name as program1, or you can change it. So plus enter if you want to keep the default name, plus enter. And now once it's done, what you will do is you want to load all the or link all the object files. In order to do that, we're going to use the command link space co and the file name or the object which I've created. So once it's done, press enter to create the exe file. Press enter. That's it. Your exe is created, and now if you want to debug the file, I mean to step by step, like if you want to find an error at a particular instruction, then you can do that using something known as debugger, as you're familiar with. So in order to debug a program, debugging is something which we often do it in the case of Linux proxy programs. In the same way, we can debug the instructions out here using the command known as cv, which will make the screen into a debugger mode. /43 / your file name. So as we can see, this is our DOSBox in the debugging mode. So I don't want to go too much into this stuff because I'll come in the subsequent videos. So my basic aim of this tutorial is to make sure that this code is running. So here you can see that this is a destination block here, which we have assigned to 0 at the start of the program. So you can view that using the command dw space the block which you have been running, that is destination block. So as you can see, the values are assigned to zeros. The rest of the values are garbage values, so you need to ignore about that. Now if you run the program, you need to run the program using the command G. So once you press G, the program is completed and it's terminated. And now if you want to view the same the data word, you can type the same command as before. So as you can see, there's a change in the words. So what we can include is that yes, the program ran successfully. So of course I have not gone too much into the logic of the program, which I'll cover in the subsequent videos. Don't worry about that. So if you're not familiar, if you don't need to know more commands about this DOSBox, you can definitely check out the manual, which is in the official page of DOSBox. So that's it for this tutorial. In the further tutorials, I will be covering the basic programs in 8086. Thank you very much.